Morning everyone, I'm laughing because I said to Zoe I'm going to start the vlog and she's hiding in the dark somewhere. It is 4:20 in the morning and we're going eventing. Right, it's very dark. Very dark. All the horses are just finishing their stomach liners, as you do, let them to have a bit of chaff. Before we hit the road, old Gyps is finished. Good girl, Gyps. I've got Kayli's horse, Gypsy, here. She's coming with us too, because Kayli is meeting us there. We're heading to Dauntsey. I can't remember who even said that yet. And we're taking Hattie, Charlie, and Gypsy. Good morning, sweetheart. Stables do have lights, but I just feel so bad blinding them. So I've left the indoor ones off and just turned the outdoor one on as a bit of a warm up for your eyeballs. Anyway, let's go load them up. Good. Good boy. 3 ponies on board. I am going to actually have to move a tiny bit as well because we are actually on time to leave, which is fabulous. I don't want to be late, which is my standard, but not today. What were you doing at half past?
I was like, and you went,
everyone needs a Zoe. Scooping poop off your ramp at half past. Oh, Charlie did his stuff. Don't you worry about it. I would have just swept it off, right? Look at that little Zoe, isn't she a superstar? Okay, so pretty much off we go, guys. And we'll catch you at Dauntsey. I forgot a cap, but we're here! And we're being reunited with Gypsy's owner.
I obviously feel like it's not happening because I don't have a horse.
Have you seen your horse?
I've seen my horse.
There we go. Yeah, so Kayle's been away for a week and I've had her horse. So that's why I've brought Gyps up, but then we say we've been reunited. Kayle's is living the owner dream. And we have headed straight out onto the course. I did just walk the show jumping, but I didn't start the vlog because I was alone and I was scared. But that looks nice enough. Big enough, nice enough, kind of exactly as expected. And then into the start box we go, ready for the course walk. What I will quickly say is, so I have brought Hattie and Charlie. Charlie is a nightmare when you bring him with Hattie. I'm fully aware of this, but in the back of my mind I'm thinking I might want to take him to Bicton, therefore he needs his MERs. So all he needs to do is finish, and preferably not get more than 4 poles in the show jumping. And then we'll get our MER. Oh, I say finish, as in go clear cross country as well. But so that's what we're here for, not necessarily for anything fancy. Plus the fact, now I've got this nice lorry, I want to be able to take them together. So yeah, it is where it is. We're going for it. And we're at fence 1. The courses are all side by side, which is ideal, so I can show you both at the same time. Fence 1 for Hats, fence 1 for Charlie. Not a lot in it, just slightly less spooky, I'd say. Hattie on the left.
Chunky number 1.
Charlie on the right is a big number 1. That will get you going.
Well, there's one in the warm-up, which is nice. So I'm hoping Gyps will be like, oh, I jumped that just a minute ago.
Ah, ideal. So the normal 90? This is
No
usually
problem.
jump 2 here. So the usual jump 1 must be what they have in the warm-up. And Hattie's. Anyways. Onward! Number 2 is lovely. Lovely? Lovely! And there is number 3 over there. And then Hattie splits up there, so I'm going to have to get a little trot on. Very nice. Oh, they've put some greenery under it this year. Some foliage. Uppy downy. Whoop-dee-wee. Don't go vacant. Hup hup. Actually put running clothes on today for this reason, so that I can run the bits where the course splits. Hattie's number 2, very nice. Hattie's number 3 is up there. Charlie will be on that side, and then we'll join back up here. Slightly more out of breath now, but Hattie's number 3. Nice, out of the trees, into the light. I've jumped this one before, into the trees, which I think is a little bit more spooky, but out should be lovely. And then we're going to go straight into our 4 AB. So we're gonna have to come out here all the way to the crop to our A, which looks lovely, very inviting height. And we've got our little B just on the other side there, so 2 wishing wells. I'm not going to walk it because the undulating ground is going to make it incredibly variable. Uppity downy, good, fun, B. And then the girls are there at Charlie's fence for. Lovely. Boom. How's she do? It feels a little bit like coming home. I think I've done Dauntsey more than I've done nearly anywhere else.
Aww.
Lovely.
My first time.
Lovely. Easy peasy. 5A, 5A. Lovely. Frangible pins, so we're trying not to hit those because we would get 10 penalties, and then we're going to do a split. Charlie's going right, Hattie's going left, Girlie's on the right. So usually at Dauntsey there's a big skinny brush here, which they haven't got this year, which is a bit of a shame, but only because it's such a good photo opportunity. Charlie's B just there, Hattie's B just here. It's still quite chunky and fun because of the way the ground drops, so it's properly built up to height, because obviously they measure it from however far away it is, 2 yards. So yeah, that is a big enough fence, so it should actually still be quite a cool photo with the drop behind. My little feet is struggling.
Me and my little feet.
Charlie's number 6, Hattie's number 6. This is lovely. So often at Dauntsey they take you off on different courses. Charlie's 7AB, he's got an extra stride I'd say, and Hattie's. I will just walk these, but not on camera. Splitting forces here, but I've ridden the 90 a few more times, so I know it goes 8 here, then 9 over the hedge over there, isn't it? So I will split here, which is Hattie's up. And then in September I had to do the drop down as well, which wasn't in the course walk. It's not flagged. Okay, so I guess you come here. This one had the most problems yesterday, which seems mental because it seems hard to run out when it. So I'm shouting like for the vlog, but I'm talking to the girls. Lovely. Nice big shoulder bush. Charlie has come over there. And then he is coming down here. One of my favourite jumps on the whole course, although he didn't jump this particularly impressively when we came in September, so we'll see. Yeah, maybe he's not a big bush jumper. He's a sensible bush jumper. Number 9, good fun.
This is the one that.
Yeah. Lovely.
Nice.
Trip over the bush. Don't trip over the bush. Landing lovely. Onward. 10A. B for Charlie with a fun bit of undulation behind. And then a nice little let up fence here for hats, which is usually fence 2 or 3 here. So it's quite kind that they've put it this late in the course, but I know we've got a trainer coming up, so I'm not going to speak too soon. Number 11 for Charlie. And our hats is over here. This one also caused a few problems yesterday, but Hattie likes to come down these hills like a lunatic, so I don't envisage it causing too much of a problem for her. With Charlie and Hattie's Charlie. He's going to be like, what is going on here?
It is a lot to look at, isn't it?
It's mental that they don't show it on the course map. Through the water, it's unflagged, so take your own route. You could even go over the bridge if you wanted. 12 Charlie, 12 Hattie, love it. Okay, 13 Charlie, 13 Hattie. You're gonna have to on. It's lovely.
It's a
eyes up.
A rider scare though.
Toot toot, yeah. They'd have taken off way before that anyway. But yeah, just look up. Up, up, up. I'm also doing the same, like, ta-da!
Yeah, and then
yeah.
10.
turn.
And this is actually bigger this time.
Yeah, this one I'd say I'd probably like less almost than the Trainer.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Because it's not very deep.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd almost prefer that one, which is bigger.
wider,
because it's
yeah.
wider.
Yeah, this would be probably, I'd say, the hardest fence on the course, personally. And then that's Hattie's. Hattie's 15 is fun. Do love a hedge. And then I hate jumping it. Yeah, it's so upright. Sorry, we're talking about this one.
I feel like you need something like
And then Charlie's little roll top. Lovely. Up, pop. It's a new one. Charlie's and Gypsy's 16. I'm walking this way because we've got Hattie's 16 just here. And then Charlie will be heading down. Down there. All the way through that long bit of river, which is good fun. So Hats will be popping over this here. And then down the steeper bit here. And out to the other side, we've got to go to the bridge, which is over here. 17 for Charlie and Chips, 17 for Hats, and then we share the last fence. But that's nice and easy, they're shared. And that's the final fence. And it's quite a long way to the finish flags. Done! Done! Tick! Look who we found for the vloggy, Mr. Kayli! Hello! And oh, now you want to see me!
hello, did you miss me?
I'm going to politely say hi and bye and keep on keeping on. Bye bye. Okay, course walked, still no cap, but course walked, and I loved both of them. I'd say probably in Charlie's number 14, the little sleeper fence, well, the Trainer to like 13, 14. And then the penultimate, the like angled one, will be the biggest questions, but nothing out of Gypsy's and Charlie's what's the word, capabilities. It's been a long day already and it's only 9 o'clock. And then Hats, to be honest, without sounding too big-headed, probably again the Trainer, but that's a me thing, not a Hattie thing. The rest she has already done here, so fingers crossed. She's a bit older and uglier now. She should at least be able to do what she could do last September, but famous last words. What I was saying to the girls is I've never actually made the time here at 100. So that maybe that could be today's challenge. It's just a short 4 minutes because they've obviously watered the course, so they've shortened it to give us the best possible ground, and which they have. It's fantastic. And I got to 50, well less than 52 minutes, hang on. 53 minutes, is that right?
Well, it's 9:05 now.
The opposite, 5.
So
Do the math.
45 minutes.
There we go. Loads of time. All I've got to do is studs, quarter marks, tack up, get changed. Boom, let's not have a repeat Siren Sister. That wasn't fun. Look at my hair. Bye bye for now. Okie dokie, voice over time. Welcome to another tense test with Charlie boy. Now, we have a pretty good start. We get a 7 for our entry with fair entry as our comment. We then get a 7 for this trot work with the comment some tension. Now I'm sorry, I forgot my zoom lens, everybody, so we've got it on wide angle. Not great for viewing, but also kind of good for hiding a few bits which I'd rather not see in 120 frames per second at 200 times zoom. We got a 6.5 for this circle with outline varied, I think is the comment. And then we get exactly the same 6.5 with outline varied for our turn down the centre line this time. A little bit of a theme going on here. We get a 6.5 for this trot work with a little tight. He was calling, I mean I've turned the volume down, he was calling to the horses back in the lorry park and generally just tense really. I mean I do think this was a lot better than Cirencester, but I just couldn't find those moments of lightness. He did trip there, but I just felt like I couldn't find those moments of lightness, sadly. For this 15 metre circle, she put the comment 6.5 lost balance. I'm not sure if that's where the trip was or just in general, I'm not really sure. We got a 7 for this canter, which is lovely, thank you very much. I actually did quite like it. Left rein is his better rein, but we'll come to the other rein later on. We get a 6.5 for the canter with a little tight and strong, which is good. I was trying to half halt him and just get him to wait so I could be soft, but he just wasn't relaxed enough really to give it to me. What do we do then? We get a 6.5 for our transition to trot there with a little tight and strong, so the same basically. And we get a 7 for our medium walk with... I'm afraid I can't read the comment. Nope, couldn't even begin to make that one up for you, I'm afraid, guys. The next bit of medium walk here, we get a 6.5. Move, swing plus some tension. Oh, more swing plus some tension, which is, yeah, obvious. You can see it. She could see it. I could feel it. We get a 6.5 for this trot work with outline varied. That is our most common comment throughout this, and it's because he's not in self-carriage. It's because I'm having to hold him in a frame and he's fighting, so every time that I try and give, I'm like trying to half halt and give, and as soon as I kind of try to give, he's just like head back up again. So that's where all that varying is coming from. For this right canter, we did get another 7, no comment, and then 6.5 rather onward for this, for all of that. Cantering in straight lines is still not mine and Charlie's happy place. Sadly it's not what we're very good at yet. We got a 6.5 for the transition with a little tight. He was a bit strong coming back down, so it all was a little bit tight. And then we get a 6.5 for the turn down the centre line, and our halt again with the comment a little tight, with a 7 for paces, 6.5 for impulsion, 6.5 for submission, and a 7 for my riding. Nice comments with lovely chap, a little athlete, some tension, tightness at times, quietly ridden. I am about to go back to the lorry and give you my thoughts on how the test felt, but yeah, just watching it back, I do think it was very fairly marked. I got the result I was kind of expecting, to be honest. I wasn't too displeased with it. It was as to be expected, as good as to be expected. He has been a lot worse, in my opinion.
I can run a bit closer to you. Oh.
Okie dokie, dressage debrief. Oh, sorry, there wasn't much of like the warm up or the prep, standard S. We just get here and then it all goes, and we were busy. But imagine getting a horse ready. That's basically what it looked like. Dressage. Very on the fence about it. In that, like, I think because Cirencester was so awful, it didn't seem so bad, although it by far wasn't his best. So I think he was really good at Waverton, even better at Howick, not good at Cirencester, and then today was like somewhere in between, like very tense. There was just no half halting, you know, like every time I tried to give, he was just like, put my head up, so I had to hold him in a frame the entire time, which obviously is not the ideal.
The hay net was actually hooked on her plat the other side.
Oh!
And on her head.
Oh, fun. It's all going off. But yeah, on the fence, I just reckon it will be a low 30s. Any lower, generous, any higher, tough luck. But that's what I think. And Kayli did a lovely test. She happy? Fabulous. I think her second canter especially was lovely. Yeah. Wait for Kayli to come back now and let us know what she thought. But yeah, on the fence. Not going to look at the scores. Just going to go enjoy my show jumping, enjoy my cross country, and then I'll have a little look. But yeah, I'm a guesstimate somewhere between. I would like a 32, 33. So any higher I'd be sad, any lower I'd be delighted. Okay, bye-bye.
Good boy. It's beautiful out. Come on, boy. Oh, you little monkey. Good boy.
Vlog. Let's talk to you. I'm pretty gutted about that. I'm not gonna lie. Just gutted. He just doesn't seem to mind knocking poles, this pony, and I don't quite know how to humanely get him to respect them. Maybe he's just yeah, I've got a lot else to say. They've only given me 4 faults on eventing scores, but I will tell them I had to. I morally couldn't do that. Take someone else's earned place if I do climb up the leaderboard short. So the 1 pole's put me in 10th. But yeah, I won't take any placing they give me. That isn't fair. But yeah, I'm pretty good. Not a lot else to say. I mean, maybe when I watch it back I'll be like, fair, I messed up here and there. But it's like, if you're just slightly not in the perfect place for him, he's like, nah. Like, he just doesn't give me that try, you know. He really doesn't mind hitting poles. That's the kind of vibe I get. It's just disheartening because my instructor thinks I should sell him, and I'm not proving a very good point here about keeping him, am I? So that's annoying. That is him screaming in the background too. He has been actually quite good, like separation anxiety wise today. Again, wait, and he felt really good in the warm up. So I did think that today might be our day, and he was jumping fine. Like, the pony can jump. That's what pisses me off more. Is he can actually jump. He just doesn't care about knocking down poles. So yeah, end of. I'm going 100 next because I think he'll still have 2 poles, but at least it will feel like a bit more of a success. And I know he'll go storm around this cross country now. Yeah. But the same as at Cirencester, I was a bit like, well, it doesn't really matter because.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways.
Every mule at her Dutch name is having a great run.
face on, Charlie boy. I mean, yeah.
I cried halfway around because I was like, oh, he is good at this.
Oh.
He was so good. Cried after the show jumping because I was like, he's not any good at this and I want to keep him.
Oh,
Because I was like, oh. Anyway.
Of course it. Hello. It's actually been quite a while since I finished cross country, but I'm still here dressed like this, trying to do the studs and trying to take them out. Charlie. Put them into Hattie as I go because Charlie's all done, but now it's Hattie's turn. Yeah, that was amazing. He's amazing cross country. He is amazing. Like, I honestly cried after the show jumping because I was like, oh, I'm stuck. This horse hasn't got what it takes to be an eventer maybe, and I really want him to be an eventer because I really like eventing, and also like the dressage obviously wasn't great, and I was like, so he's not a show jumper and he's not a dressage horse, and there aren't a lot of hunter trials, so what are we going to do? So I was really disheartened after the show jumping. I know it will come, I know he's young. I can envisage the comments already getting at me for being hard on him and possibly me, but it's more just like, yeah, spent a lot of money to be here today for that. Haven't actually seen the results. 33 point something. Dressage, let me have a look. Let me have a look with you guys. They haven't put my second poll in the scores, but I will tell them obviously. Oh, it's currently not loading. Oh, here we go. So he's currently in 13, 33.3, and even with the one poll, he's in 13th. So yeah, totally out of anythinging. Yeah, even if he got a double clear, he would be in 6th, 7th. So like tough section anyway, but yeah, just a bit so like mixed on him then, should I say. Like I just feel a bit confused. Like I really wanted him to have 4 weeks off now to give him a little break because I wanted to aim him for Bigden, and then I had like one more MER to get, and I was going to go to Chard or Tweedledown in September, or end of August, but I was like, yeah, I feel like he needs to go show jumping and or dressaging, but I don't want to hammer him into the ground. What time am I on Hattie? 12. Oh my goodness, I need to go. Surprise guys, no dressage footage at all. We are straight into the show jumping here. There was a little bit of a mad rush once I put the camera down there where I realised I was running out of time quite drastically, and I still needed to finish changing from Charlie to Hattie, and sadly I didn't have either of the girls to help me as Kayli's times had run a little bit late, so I was manically rushing around to try and do that alone. We then did the dressage and the girls came back, and then we trotted off down to show jumping, and that's where you find us here. I do a little bit of a sign off where I kind of go into that a little bit more. I'm not in the best headspace in this round. Again, I kind of explain why at the end of this vlog. I just run through a little bit of footage here. I was so proud of Hattie in this competition in general, to be honest, but also in this show jumping round. I make a couple of big mistakes that are costly pole wise coming up, but yeah, really happy with her and delighted with how she was jumping and just how she carried me through the rest of this day. home sweet home. I haven't decided whether to share this vlog with you or not. Obviously if you're watching this then I did share it, but today wasn't my finest day, guys. It was not my finest day. Mentally, physically, socially. I think, as much as I hate to admit it, Ella did too much this week. And when today started not going my way, I just didn't have the energy to fake it, like fake any happiness when I was feeling sad, you know, like usually obviously you bring it because you have to. Whereas today, obviously the last time I spoke to the camera was just for Hattie's dressage. And I realised I had like 25 minutes until my time, and I cut scene, and then I'm like halfway through studying her. And I was waiting for the girls to come back and they just weren't coming back, and all of a sudden then I had like 15 minutes till I was supposed to be going down the centre line, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I'm running around the lorry park looking for someone to hold Charlie. Like he's a good boy, but he does shout and he's annoying when he's left alone. And I asked the person next to me, could I tie him to their lorry because they had a horse tied there? And they said no, they didn't have any tiring, so I kept on asking, and then she came back and found me. She said, would he stand on the lorry with another horse? And I said yes. So she kindly took him off me, and I jumped on Hattie, got to the warm-up. The horse before me was already in. I swear, guys, it's embarrassing. This is why I wasn't sure whether to share this with you. I'm embarrassed with how I behaved today with the girls, and I just wasn't really nice to be around. I didn't have the energy to bring it, and I was very sad because obviously I was a teeny bit disappointed with Charlie. Just more like, it's funny how it's gone. Like you would have seen a bit more of me riding Hattie. They both had 2 poles, but Charlie's like, I don't know, I just felt like they were lazy poles, whereas Hattie's were very much my fault. Like, when it's my fault, I like to think I own it, you know, as in, like, they were totally my fault. She tried her heart out for me today, and I just, you know, I failed on 2 occasions, and I deserved those poles. Like, they weren't her fault at all, in my opinion. So, like, I'm not disappointed with her. I've digressed a little bit there. What I was going to say is, so I got Hattie to the warm-up. She was actually, like, she was on form. She was fantastic. You know, she's as easy as they come, Hattie. She'd been left on the lorry by herself already once today. And then I trot her off to the warm-up. Charlie's screaming for her in some lovely random person's lorry. She doesn't even twitch an ear towards him. Like, she couldn't care. Like, she is brilliant. Like, she's great. So anyway, she's warming up and I'm watching this horse in the ring, and they're running to time, so I couldn't even, like, obviously sometimes if they're running ahead of time, you could say I'd like to stick to my time. They were running on time and I was near the end of my section, so I didn't have time to play with. And I was so stressed. I had dirty boots. I got my studs in, I obviously got my tack on, and I was like, those are the important things, and if I've got time I'll brush her, I will pick hay from her plaits, I will put hoof oil on. I didn't do any of those things, so I just felt really scruffy, rushed. I was sweating at this point, kind of half worrying about Charlie. And then she was incredible. She rode like butter. Like, she was so nice, so responsive, and like, she should have been enjoyable, but I have to be honest, my head was just not in the right place at this point. And then I did go wrong quite early in my test. They beeped the horn. Easy mistake to make on this case, as in I've actually nearly made this mistake in the very same test before. I go to pick up, you know, the move before. She does like a bit of a wrong move. They wouldn't have marked me on that. I didn't even pick up a dressage sheet. That's how much like my heart gone. I'm sure they didn't mark that probably, but so, you know, when you just made a bit of a mistake mentally, it's really hard to get it back, especially when I was already a little bit frazzled. This is not me making excuses, this is more me being like, calling myself out. I'm an idiot. I did a day's work yesterday, and then had the 3 horses this week. I've loved it. I want to be this person, but I think today proved that I can't be this person, sadly. And then I left the yard at 10:15, I think, last night, and then we were leaving at 4:30 this morning. I didn't sleep brilliantly, I think because I knew I had to sleep, I just didn't sleep. I think I probably had about 3 hours sleep. Drove 3.5 hours, tried to compete 2 horses, and then when the wheels started falling off, they just really fell off, and I'm embarrassed. I say I'm disappointed with myself, and I'm embarrassed, and this is just standard Ella. I want more all the time, and I think as much as I want, I do think I want it. I want it, but I want it to go well, you know? So I can't. I want my cake, and I want to eat it. Literally, that is the story of my life, and I like to think as a result I get to do some really cool things, and I'm just like a go-getter, boom, independent. If I want it, I go get it. That's the type of person I generally am, and it's both a blessing and a curse because I've done some really cool things, but I'm living on near burnout at all times. So yeah, Charlie's cross country was really cool. Honestly, after Hattie's dressage, I was so upset with myself, with the situation, that I wanted to go home there and then. I was so pathetic, isn't it? I was so upset. I was just like, I've spent probably £400 to be here today, and at the moment it's all been a waste. That's how I was feeling, and I just wanted to go home, but home was 4 hours away, and I'd say that £400 wasn't going to go away if I had just decided to up and leave. I'm not sure if it was the right or wrong thing to keep going. I don't know, mostly because my head wasn't in it, and I don't think that's fair on the horses when you're not with it. I'm not the sort of person that rides to make myself feel better. If I don't feel good, I try to stay off them because I just think it's not fair. But that's a personal thing. And I also, you know, I like to think that I need to be my best self for them, and I wasn't my best self for Hattie today at all. And before the show jumping, I honestly felt nothing. I didn't feel nerves. I didn't feel excitement. I just wanted to get off and go home. So that wasn't that wasn't a proud moment for me. I'm almost getting a bit emotional, which is pathetic, isn't it? It's really sad. I'm just really tired, guys. So yeah, I didn't do a good job, I don't think. She did a brilliant job. I adore the bones off that horse. She is so good to me. And then the cross country, she was amazing. And so crying now for no reason other than I'm just very tired. I have a very bad headache, and it's just been a very long day. And I say I'm mostly just embarrassed and, you know, not proud of today. More just think I kind of let my girlfriends down and let my horses down, but we move. I feel like there's wiser choices coming up here, guys, because Charlie is due a little break now from eventing. He's got 4 weeks off, was the plan. My plans change all the time. I'm like, what do I do with him? Do I just try and just show jump for a bit? Do I try and get him to Bicton? I don't know if I'm the type, because everything is so expensive. I don't know if I'm the type that could just take him for the experience, because it costs about £600 in entries, stabling and fuel. So I'm like, that could be a really nice holiday in Spain. Not that that's the sort of thing that I do for fun. I do go to Bicton for fun. But anyway, that was my original plan, hence why I brought him today, because I wanted these MERs, just in case I decided to take him to Bicton. But I don't know if I can, unless we can somehow magically find a way in the next, I don't even know when Bicton is, 3 months, to get him to want to leave poles up as much as I want to leave poles up. It would be just a very expensive experience rather than an actual possible fast track to not that obviously badminton's always at the back of the head, the championships, but it wouldn't be necessarily for that. I loved Bicton last year and it was such a great experience. But I did make very expensive mistakes last year, and I could do it again. Like, he could be ready and I just make stupid mistakes. But yeah, I don't know. I will talk to my instructor about that one, I think, because like his cross country, he is a machine. He was amazing. But hand trials aren't really a thing anymore. This isn't me giving up on him, by the way, at all. It's just more me wondering, like, what do I need to work on now? Is there much point in me spending these hundreds of pounds every other weekend if we're missing a massive link somewhere that I just need to work on? Probably once I've had a bit of sleep and a snack, I'll be like, absolutely we're going to Picton, but right now, I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. Anyways, bring you along for the journey, guys. Yeah, random one. As in signing this one off, it feels really weird. But that was today's eventing vlog, guys. Bit here, there, everywhere. I am mental, as in like, I create chaos wherever I go and I love it, and that is generally the life I love to live. But I say, when I'm running on no food and no sleep, I think I don't handle it as well as I can do, because usually I thrive off that sort of environment. I love the rush and I love to be busy. But yeah, today I didn't love the rush, the stress and the fatigue. I'm, as always, very, very proud of my horses for different things. You know, I love that Charlie has just become this cross-country machine from the start of this year, where he was not, in my opinion, whereas now he's just decided that he is brave and brilliant, and that's lovely. And he was actually very good at being a bit more of a strong, independent man in his dressage today than he was at Calmston, which is great. And then I think, maybe I do just need to keep at it, because he will get better. He'll just learn that this is life. But yeah, when it's costing you hundreds of pounds every time, it's hard, guys. It's hard to not do. And then yeah, my sweet angel child Hattie. To me today, she did no wrong. Those poles, I say, were not her poles. They were my poles. She is my star of the day, and generally always. She doesn't get enough kudos, I don't think, on these socials. Oh, here comes Timmy. I'm gonna have to wrap this up really quick. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, fair play to you. I am very grateful. Please be kind in the comments. You usually are. And I will see you next time.